It feels so good to be able to announce this on the channel after a year of teasing it, and I have been going through the proper steps to make it happen. This has been a dream of mine for a long time, and I am extremely excited to announce that Too Many Records is going to become a brick and mortar record store. Now, if you live in Portland, Oregon, where I am, that's awesome, but if you don't, I advise you to keep watching this video because this actually will be relevant for you too. I'm teaming up with my buddy Roland, who you guys know from the TMR record group if you're in that on Facebook, and we are opening a record store. And you know what? I think that we're perfectly suited for this gig. I have spent countless hours in stores all around the globe being fervent, obsessive collectors ourselves. We want the store to be a welcoming, awesome environment, whether you're just digging quietly, or you're chatting with us behind the counter, or just enjoying the music we have on. We want it to be a destination. My partner Roland is a fantastic choice to do this with. We met 4 or 5 years ago in LA, back when he was visiting. He was a fan of the channel, and we were crate digging, and we built a friendship, and he's remained a good friend to this day. Since moving to Oregon, he has been there for me countless times. I trust him completely, and I really think the two of us are going to build a really awesome store. I can't think of a better person to embark on this adventure with. I want you to meet him right now. Scene change!
Hey guys, I'm Roland. Many of you probably already know me from the Facebook group, but this is what I look like. I'm really excited for this opportunity to be doing this with Matt. I grew up right outside of Portland and am a native Oregonian, so to get to do this in what I consider my hometown, to be doing it with the guy who introduced me to vinyl records via his channel, it's a pretty cool thing. So I'm super excited, and we hope you are too. As someone who's lived in Portland for a long time, I've gotten a chance to kind of go to all the record stores in town and always thought about what it would be like to do it myself, but now I get to do it with this guy. He knows a lot of stuff, it turns out.
Just a little. So I've been doing a lot of thinking. Like, what is my end game with Too Many Records? As you guys know, I've been doing videos for 7 years. I've put out content consistently. The record label is amazing, but how can I build on that? How can I build something with the community that I've created within the vinyl community? I've been inspired by big and small record stores all around the world becoming these cultural landmarks in their homes, and I would love to be a part of that scene. I really believe that Roland and I can use our passion and expertise to really be a worthy addition to the Oregon record store scene and the community at large online. So the first reason the store is going to be amazing is that it is a hybrid digital physical store. So I want to be able to cater to all the Oregon locals that want to make this one of their destinations whenever they're record shopping, but also shout out to all the TMR community that I've built over the past 7 years. But I do think it's important that locals realize this is not just a digital store that has a brick and mortar presence. I want to make sure that the community understands that we want to be a part of it and we don't just want to be in it, if that makes sense. There are so many great stores in this town that I've been to since I moved here. I've been to easily a dozen stores in the area, and I still plan to make videos at almost all of them because they've blown me away. And those stores just inspire me to do this. Every time I've been to a store here, no matter what time of day, no matter what day of week, it is always packed with people. And you know what? That doesn't scare me. Record stores aren't in direct competition with one another, it's a community. Every store has different stock, so record collectors know they like to bounce between stores when they go record shopping for the day. That's great. The fact that they're all doing so well is just proof of concept. Roland and I would be honored to be part of the kick-ass record scene out here, and we promise to do it justice. So to elaborate on the hybrid digital physical thing that I'm talking about, I'll be using socials and the Facebook group and this channel occasionally for sharing awesome new arrivals, collection buys, etc., etc. Oregon locals get first crack, so that first week anything's out, locals get it first, but after that, anyone in the community, we will do mail order to. So you will have access to some really, really cool records that we'll be curating ourselves, even if you can't physically go to the store. We're going to aim for our pricing to be competitive with the market value, but ideally the best available anywhere. For those of you that went to TMR Fest in 2019, you know I had some serious heat in those bins for pretty damn good prices. TMR Fest actually is what inspired me to want to do this. The fact that I threw a pop-up event where I sold like 700 records from my collection, had bands playing, which I'll talk about in a minute, that's related to the store as well. And it was just such a fun day. I was like, you know what, this is something I would love to do just as part of my daily life. Also, and I'm still figuring this out, people that support Too Many Records on Patreon will get some extra perks too in terms of getting access to the records early, so stick around for how that's going to work out. So that leads to my second reason, the philosophy of the stock within the store. We want to be a part of bringing people music that we recommend and they love and they bring it home, and it's a special experience. Record stores for me have always felt like a second home, and it would be an honor to provide that for other people as well. And that's why, much like my collection, I am hoping that the store is an all killer, no filler mentality where we have a unique set of stuff that's constantly rotating in and out. So you don't go to the store, twice in a month and it's the same stock. I want it to always be a fresh, exciting experience because the hunt and the dig is the best part. That's what keeps us going. It's easy to buy a record online, but it's certainly more fun to do it in person. I've been pulling things out of my collection for the past year of stuff that I may not listen to as much or appreciate as much. I'll be doing a video about how I cull my collection in the coming weeks. But also, I've done some minor collection buys. I'm sitting on about 1,000 really awesome, high quality, unique releases from all eras, all genres, and we plan to do more collection buys before the store opens. Thirdly, and maybe most importantly, the reason that we want to do this as a brick and mortar rather than a digital only experience is that we want to provide a stage for local artists to do in-store performances, or traveling artists. Whoever wants to play, you have a spot at the TMR store. Obviously, I have a record label, and I would love to meet artists in the area, get to know them, hear their music. If they blow us away, maybe we'll press them to the label. Maybe next year we'll do a best of in-stores from Too Many Records. The possibilities are endless, but I'm really excited to provide a small venue and an intimate stage for artists to practice their material or show off what they're proud of. So what's the next step? Well, the store's happening no matter what. But it's going to be a little bit of a bumpy ride, as starting a small business can be fairly daunting. I've started a crowdfund on Indiegogo. It's linked below in the description, and there's a ton of really cool perks, from little video experiences to merch, all kinds of fun stuff for you to check out. So if you have the means to do so, if you go to the link, you can watch a video about them and check it out. We're doing this on our dime, but as I said, a small business can be very daunting, and anything that can help us bolster our stock and give us a little comfort that we can stay in the space as we get our feet on the ground, that's really important, and that means the world. And I hope that after all these years with Too Many Records, this is something that you'll be passionate about too, because you know that this store is not just for me and Roland, it's for you guys too. We've actually targeted a pretty amazing space, and we're waiting to hear back if we got it. But if we did or didn't, I'm going to be documenting as much as I can on this channel from now until the store opens and beyond. Any cool collections we buy, anything about building the store out, the entire process, I want to share with you guys. That doesn't mean that my regular TMR vinyl related content is going to stop. It just means that for a little while, the focus is going to shift more to store related stuff with the occasional informational or collection based video interspersed. This is a scary, but more importantly, exciting adventure for Roland and I, and we wouldn't feel confident to do this without your support over all these years. So thank you for giving us the boost to follow our dreams. Even if you didn't realize you did, you did. A huge shout out and thank you to Roland for listening to my vision and wanting to be a part of it and trusting me. I think this is going to be a great journey, brother. Also a big shout out to Dylan from Noble Records and Saxon from Wax Records Inc., who have given me some invaluable advice over this process, and I have no doubt there'll be more advice to come. And again, thank you to all of you for everything you've given me through Too Many Records over the years. The most exciting stuff is yet to come, and I can't wait to see what this beautiful beast can grow to. I'm happy to respond to any excitement or answer any questions you have in the comments, but I encourage you to please check out the crowdfund. If you can't financially support it, maybe share it out if you're a part of any relevant Reddits or forums, whatever it may be. Anything helps. Let's build one of the next great record stores in the world together. Thank you guys for everything. I'm so excited for this new venture. Let's do it.